Are you unknowingly harming your child's emotional growth? Most parents think staying silent avoids conflict or gives space, but this common approach, silent parenting, can silently erode trust, communication, and confidence in children. Your child isn't a mind reader. Their needs, fears, and frustrations require guidance and engagement. Discover the silent parenting mistake 98% of parents make, and how small changes can transform your relationship, boost your child's confidence, and foster open communication at home. Many parents believe that giving children space or staying quiet during difficult moments helps them develop independence. But the truth is, silence can create an emotional chasm between parent and child. Children, especially in their formative years, are constantly trying to understand the world around them, their own emotions, and the reactions of the people they depend on the most. When parents fail to engage, answer questions, or respond to expressions of curiosity or concern, children may feel invisible or unimportant. This lack of emotional connection can silently erode their confidence and sense of security. They begin to internalize their fears, doubts, and frustrations rather than share them, which can create long-term emotional stress. Over time, kids may grow hesitant to express themselves, fearing that their feelings will be ignored or dismissed. Emotional connection is not just about responding when something goes wrong. It's about being consistently present, attentive, and empathetic in everyday interactions. Listening actively, making eye contact, asking children how they feel, and validating their emotions. Even if their worries seem small or trivial, tells them that their experiences matter. It teaches them that emotions are natural and manageable, and that they have a safe place to process them. When children feel understood, they are more likely to open up, share their thoughts, and seek guidance, which strengthens trust and fosters a deeper parent-child bond. Without this engagement, children may withdraw, feeling as though they must navigate challenges on their own. Over time, this emotional distance can affect how they relate to others outside the home, leading to difficulties forming friendships or trusting authority figures. They may become overly self-reliant or, conversely, overly dependent on external validation, struggling to find a balance in relationships. The absence of emotional connection can also impact mental health, increasing the risk of anxiety, depression, or low self-esteem. Small moments of connection, such as asking about their day, noticing changes in mood, or offering a comforting presence, can have a profound effect. These interactions teach children that they are valued and that their voices matter. Parents who take time to understand and respond to their children's emotions provide more than guidance. They give children a foundation for emotional intelligence, resilience, and confidence. This foundation allows children to approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear, to communicate openly rather than suppress their feelings, and to trust that their home is a safe space for growth. In essence, the emotional bond between parent and child is the framework upon which all other developmental skills are built. Ignoring it, even unintentionally, can create subtle but lasting gaps in trust and communication. By replacing silence with consistent engagement and empathy, parents can nurture not only emotional security, but also the capacity for healthy relationships, self-expression, and a strong sense of belonging. In a world full of distractions, pressures, and social challenges, This connection becomes a child's anchor, giving them the courage to explore, learn, and grow while knowing they are never truly alone. Communication is one of the most critical skills a child develops, and much of it is learned at home through interactions with parents. Children observe, mimic, and internalize how adults express thoughts, manage disagreements, and navigate complex emotions. When parents adopt silent parenting, remaining quiet, avoiding discussions, or giving minimal responses, they inadvertently deny children the opportunity to practice and refine these essential skills. Over time, kids may struggle to articulate their thoughts, express needs, or handle conflicts effectively because they haven't seen consistent examples of healthy communication. Without regular engagement, children may also misinterpret silence as disinterest or rejection, leading them to withdraw or stop seeking guidance altogether. This lack of dialogue can stunt not only verbal expression, but also critical social skills. In school, for example, children who have not practiced articulating ideas at home may find it challenging to participate in class discussions, ask questions, or collaborate with peers. Outside the classroom, relationships with friends can suffer because they may not understand how to negotiate, compromise, or express feelings without frustration or confusion. Active communication at home is more than casual conversation. It's a structured learning process. Asking open-ended questions encourages children to think critically and share opinions, while modeling respectful dialogue teaches them how to listen as well as speak. Even small daily interactions, like discussing a story, talking about daily routines, or exploring feelings after an event, build a child's vocabulary and confidence in expressing themselves. When parents respond with empathy rather than judgment, children learn that their thoughts are valued and valid. This validation fosters a sense of security and encourages them to take risks in communication, such as asking for help when needed or expressing difficult emotions instead of bottling them up. Conversely, silence can create anxiety around communication. Children may fear they will be ignored or criticized, leading them to minimize their feelings or avoid speaking up entirely. Over time, this can evolve into social withdrawal, difficulty forming friendships, or reluctance to participate in group activities. Furthermore, the inability to communicate effectively can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and feelings of frustration, both at home and in other social settings. By contrast, when parents actively engage in conversations, children learn not only how to speak clearly, but also how to listen, interpret tone and body language, and respond appropriately. These skills are fundamental for emotional intelligence, problem solving, and relationship building. Silent parenting often overlooks the fact that communication is not a natural skill that develops in isolation. It requires practice, feedback, and encouragement. Children need a safe environment where they can express themselves without fear of dismissal or ridicule. Creating this environment at home equips them with the confidence and tools to navigate more complex social and academic challenges as they grow. In essence, when parents replace silence with active dialogue, they provide children with far more than just words. They provide the ability to connect, empathize, and thrive in relationships throughout life. The investment in nurturing communication skills today pays lifelong dividends. Fostering children who are confident, articulate, and emotionally intelligent, capable of engaging meaningfully with the world around them. When parents remain silent or disengaged, children often internalize the belief that their opinions, feelings, and choices are not valued. This lack of acknowledgement can significantly undermine their confidence and ability to make decisions independently. From a young age, children learn self-worth and problem-solving skills through interactions with their caregivers. When parents fail to respond, offer guidance, or involve children in conversations about decisions, kids may begin to doubt their judgment. They might hesitate to express ideas, fear making mistakes, or rely excessively on others for approval. Over time, this can result in a pattern of low self-esteem, indecisiveness, and anxiety in situations that require critical thinking. Beyond decision-making, the absence of parental engagement can affect how children perceive their role in relationships. They may assume that their thoughts and feelings are irrelevant, leading to difficulty asserting themselves or standing up for their needs in friendships, school settings, or later professional environments. Conversely, when parents actively involve children in discussions, even about small everyday choices, they teach them that their input matters. Asking for opinions on simple matters, discussing possible outcomes, and praising thoughtful reasoning all reinforce the idea that their perspective is valuable. This practice builds a sense of agency, encouraging children to trust their instincts and make informed decisions confidently. Guidance, rather than silence, is crucial. Children benefit when parents provide explanations, discuss alternatives, and allow them to experience the consequences of their choices in a supportive environment. This helps them understand responsibility, develop problem-solving skills, and learn resilience. When children see that mistakes are opportunities for learning, rather than sources of punishment or dismissal, they gain courage to take initiative and explore solutions independently. The impact of silent parenting on confidence is not limited to childhood. Adolescents and young adults who have grown up feeling unheard may struggle with self-advocacy, career decisions, and personal relationships. They might either shy away from opportunities for fear of failure, or become overly reliant on others' guidance, lacking trust in their own judgment. By contrast, children whose opinions are valued and who receive thoughtful guidance develop self-assurance, adaptability, and the ability to navigate challenges with composure. Confidence in decision-making is also closely linked to emotional well-being. Feeling competent and trusted fosters motivation, curiosity, and a willingness to take healthy risks. It teaches children that they are capable of influencing outcomes, and that their voice matters in both small and significant matters. Parents who replace silence with intentional engagement provide more than advice. They create a supportive framework for independence and growth. Over time, this framework strengthens self-esteem, nurtures critical thinking, and equips children with the tools to succeed academically, socially, and emotionally. By prioritizing communication, involvement, and encouragement, parents ensure that children do not just survive but thrive, developing the confidence to approach life's challenges with courage and resilience. In essence, replacing silence with active engagement transforms children from hesitant observers into empowered decision-makers, capable of navigating the world with both competence and self-assurance. Silent parenting can have unintended consequences on a child's behavior, often leading to frustration and acting out. When children feel ignored, misunderstood, or unheard, they may resort to negative behaviors as a way to capture attention or express emotions they cannot articulate. These behaviors can range from tantrums and defiance to withdrawal and moodiness. Children naturally crave acknowledgement and validation from their parents, and when silence replaces engagement, they may interpret this as rejection or lack of care. Over time, this dynamic can escalate, creating a cycle in which children act out more aggressively, and parents respond with further silence or frustration, reinforcing the problem. Behavioral issues arising from silent parenting are not merely attention-seeking. They are expressions of unmet emotional needs. Children need guidance to understand appropriate ways to express anger, disappointment, or anxiety. Without communication and direction, they may develop patterns of negative coping that persist into adolescence and adulthood. Addressing these issues early through calm, consistent, and empathetic dialogue is critical. When parents take the time to discuss emotions, set clear expectations, and explain the consequences of actions, children learn self-regulation, accountability, and problem-solving skills. This approach allows them to channel their emotions constructively rather than through disruptive behavior. Additionally, modeling healthy communication and emotional expression helps children understand that all feelings are valid, but must be expressed in ways that are respectful and safe. Silent parenting deprives children of these learning opportunities, leaving them ill-equipped to navigate social situations, friendships, and academic challenges. By contrast, engaged parenting fosters a sense of security and encourages children to approach parents with concerns rather than resorting to negative behaviors. Even small interventions, like acknowledging a child's frustration, asking them to explain their feelings, and collaboratively exploring solutions, can significantly reduce behavioral problems. Consistency is key. Children respond best when they know what to expect and understand that their parents are present, attentive, and committed to guiding them. Moreover, addressing the root causes of behavioral issues, such as emotional distress, confusion, or a need for connection, rather than merely punishing actions, strengthens the parent-child relationship. It teaches children that behavior is a form of communication and that expressing emotions constructively is valued. Over time, children who experience engaged parenting develop stronger emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience. They learn to manage their impulses, communicate effectively, and build healthier relationships with peers and adults alike. Ignoring behavioral cues through silence may offer temporary peace for parents, but it often leads to long-term challenges that are more difficult to address later. By actively participating in their children's emotional and behavioral development, parents create an environment where children feel seen, supported, and understood. This proactive approach prevents escalation of negative behaviors, reinforces positive conduct, and nurtures a secure, trusting bond. In essence, replacing silence with consistent engagement and empathetic guidance empowers children to navigate their emotions safely, reduces acting out, and lays the foundation for well-adjusted, confident, and emotionally intelligent individuals. Silent parenting may seem convenient in the short term, but attentive, responsive parenting builds long-term harmony and resilience in children, helping them thrive both at home and beyond. One of the most serious consequences of silent parenting is the weakening of the long-term bond between parent and child. While occasional quiet moments are natural, consistent emotional distance can create a subtle but lasting gap in trust and connection. Children who grow up feeling that their thoughts, feelings, or questions are routinely ignored may start to perceive their parents as unavailable or unapproachable. Over time, this perception can make them less likely to share personal experiences, struggles, or achievements, even when they desperately need guidance or reassurance. Adolescence, in particular, can intensify this effect, as teenagers naturally seek independence but still require emotional support and connection from their parents. Silent parenting at this stage may push children further into withdrawal, secrecy, or seeking validation from peers rather than from their family. The long-term impact is profound. Weakened bonds can persist into adulthood, making it challenging for children to trust or rely on their parents when navigating major life decisions or crises. By contrast, when parents actively maintain open lines of communication, show genuine interest in their children's thoughts and feelings, and consistently express love and support, they foster a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. Even small, everyday interactions, asking about their day, noticing changes in mood, celebrating achievements, or offering comfort during setbacks, contribute to a sense of security and belonging. Children who experience this level of engagement learn that they are valued, and that their home is a safe space for expressing emotions, exploring ideas, and seeking guidance. This strong emotional foundation carries significant benefits. Children are more likely to develop resilience, emotional intelligence, and the confidence to face challenges independently, while knowing they can rely on their parents when needed. Silent parenting can also have ripple effects beyond the parent-child relationship. Children may struggle with forming strong connections with others, as they may not have had the consistent example of trust, empathy, and open dialogue at home. Friendships, romantic relationships, and professional interactions can all be affected when the primary model of connection, the family, is characterized by silence or emotional distance. Engaged parenting, on the other hand, equips children with the relational skills and emotional security to navigate life successfully. Furthermore, maintaining a strong parent-child bond encourages lifelong learning and growth. Children are more willing to accept guidance, feedback, and correction when they feel loved and understood. They develop a sense of accountability and moral grounding rooted in trust rather than fear. Silent parenting undermines this dynamic, as children may resist guidance or view parental input as irrelevant or punitive. Ultimately, the long-term benefits of engagement far outweigh the temporary convenience of silence. Investing time, attention, and emotional energy into consistent communication and connection strengthens the parent-child relationship, cultivates mutual respect, and ensures that children feel supported throughout life's ups and downs. Parents who consciously prioritize emotional engagement and open dialogue create an enduring bond that children carry into adulthood, fostering security, confidence, and the ability to form healthy, trusting relationships. In essence, avoiding the trap of silent parenting transforms the parent-child relationship from one of distance to one of lasting trust and connection, providing a foundation for children to grow into confident, resilient, and emotionally intelligent adults.